What's going on, guys? We are back with the fourth and final, possibly, episode of this series of the random pack opening. So we have 3 packs left. So we really don't need the die today because, well, these are the last 3 that we're going to open. We have pack number 1, 6, and 12 left, which is going to be 2 draft boosters and a collector booster. So we have the Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth, Dominaria Remastered, and a Time Spiral Remastered pack. Pretty excited to open these because they are cool. Very excited to open the Lord of the Rings pack. The Dominaria Remastered is a really cool set that I've enjoyed, and Time Spiral Remastered is, very interesting. I haven't really, it was a long time ago when Time Spiral came out, so I haven't really given it much thought. And then this came out not too long ago, I don't think, maybe a couple of years. But I didn't even, I wasn't playing at the time, so it's cool to see that. I get to, get some of those cards that came out when I was younger. But, we will get to these in just one second. But look at our little doggo here. If you like this playmat, you think it looks cool, Inked Gaming does sell a wide variety of art styles on these playmats. They're very good quality. They have the option to have the stitched edging so it doesn't fray anywhere if you prefer that, or you can go without it if you like to have that, smooth edge that you don't, your cards don't get stuck on. They offer a wide variety of different TCG accessories, but I really like their playmats. They have a good variety. You can upload an image and make your own custom one, but if you do need any of that sort of stuff, I would appreciate if you used my affiliate link in the description down below and support the channel if you enjoy my content. But with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get into opening these packs. Alright, so I decided we are going to roll the die because it might be more fun to not get to choose which one we open first. So we're going to roll anyways and see what we get. We might have to roll a couple times because there's only a few numbers left to get. This might take a real long time. Keep rolling 9s instead of 6s. So maybe I'll count 6s as 9s. We rolled a 10. 8. Yep, we're going to change this up a little bit. We're going to roll a 6-sided die. This is going to be 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Okay, 1. Easy enough. We are going to open the Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth, and see what we can get out of here. So we start off with a food token. And let's try and get this to focus before we carry on. I'll move these out of the way. Alright, so we get a food token, a forest, War of the Last Alliance, which is the rare for this pack. And that is a saga where the first and second stage, you search your library for a legendary creature card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle. The third stage, creatures you control gain double strike until end of turn, and the ring tempts you. So that is a pretty cool card, especially in a set filled with legendary creatures. Very good way to tutor up those legends for you, and then give them double strike, because, who doesn't love double strike? We get a Prince Imrahil the Fair, 2/2 legendary human noble. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Dunedain Rangers, which is a human ranger for 4 mana. With landfall, whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, if you don't control a ring bearer, the ring tempts you. Butterbur Bree Innkeeper, which is a human peasant legendary creature for 4 mana. It's a 3/3 at the beginning of your end step. If you don't control a food, create a food token. Arwen's Gift is a 3 colorless and 1 blue. Costs 1 less to cast if you control 2 or more legendary creatures. Scry 2 and then draw 2. Cast into the Fire, which is really cool art on that. That is 2 mana, 1 red, and 1 colorless. Choose one, cast into the fire, deals 1 damage to each of up to 2 target creatures, or exile target artifact. Ulughai Crusher, 4 mana, Troll Soldier, trample, can't block unless you control a goblin or an orc. It's a 4/4. Revive the Shire, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand and create a food token. There's definitely a lot of food token synergies in this set, which is really cool to see. I don't think we've really seen a whole lot of food tokens since Throne of Eldraine? Is that what it was called? Yeah, because Wilds of Eldraine is the set that's coming up later this year. We get a Nimble Hobbit. Whenever a Nimble Hobbit attacks, you may sacrifice a food or pay 3. When you do, tap target creature an opponent controls. So, interesting. Another thing that interacts with food. Hithlane Knots. Tap target creature and scry 1 to draw a card. You get, Smeagol in there, being tied up by Sam, which is pretty cool. I love Lord of the Rings. I love the flavor of this set. The art is really cool. It is just, in all ways, a very well done set. The Torment of Gollum. You target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. And then you amass Orcs 2. So 4 mana for that seems like a bit much. Maybe not a great card. But Isolation at Orthanc. Put target creature into its owner's library, second from the top. And Elf Scout Lothlorien Lookout, 1/3. When it attacks, scry 1. So I definitely love to see that War of the Last Alliance card. It is pretty awesome. The whole set really looks great. So I look forward to getting more of those. But let's move on to pack number 2 here. Number 3, so that's going to be the Dominaria Remastered. So I mean, we just went from left to right. I don't know why we didn't just do that in the first place. But we will go ahead and open the collector booster here and see what we can pull out of this. So we are going to start off with an insect token, moving on to a Lieutenant Kurtar, which is a 2/2 bird soldier legendary creature. You can sacrifice him for 2 and exile target attacking creature. Dark Depths, which is awesome. I love this card. When it first came out, it was really fun for me. It's just a good, flavorful, awesome card. I like this art, the borderless there, because it looks really awesome. Just the Dark Depths looks like you're in the Dark Depths. Enters the battlefield with 10 ice counters on it. You can tap through to remove an ice counter from Dark Depths. When it has no ice counters, sacrifice it. If you do, create Merit Lage, a legendary 2020 black avatar creature token with flying and indestructible. So just super awesome. Rith the Awakener in that nice retro frame, which is awesome. That's one of the legendary dragons. Super pumped.
Oh, good. Why, that's very good. Yes, I like that.
See that? We get an Enlightened Tutor, which is nice to see in that foil. We get a Terror, a Wild Dogs, Impulse, nice retro frame island, a Voice of All, Improvised Armor, a Vigilant Sentry, Phantom Flock, Mana War, Avarax, and Impulse. So overall, really good pack. Enlightened Tutor, Rith, Dark Depths, all really cool cards. Dark Depths, was very excited to see that that was reprinted in there. So I'm glad that I was able to pull that. So on to the final pack now. We get the Time Spiral Remastered. And let's see if we can pull something cool out of here. We get to start off with a Drifter Ildal, a Mog War Marshal, Spiketail Drakeling, Dark Withering, Strength in Numbers, Knight of Circe, Infiltrator Ilkor, a Mass of Ghouls, Watcher Sliver, gives them all +0/+2, Sporoloth Ancient, Faceless Devourer, an Imperiosaur, which is cool to see because they just, in New Phyrexia, did that Ancient Imperiosaur, which was a pretty good card in my opinion. This you can only play with basic lands, so 5/5 for 4 mana. If you use only basic lands, is not bad. Stormcloud Djinn, and a Magus of the Future. And then we get a Disdainful Stroke, a counter target spell that convert mana cost 4 or greater for 2 mana, so not bad. But the Magus of the Future is 3 blue and 2 colorless to play with the top card of your library revealed, and you may play lands and cast spells from the top of your library. So it can be good if you strategize that way and you want to be able to do that. Pretty cool. Again, I like seeing this pack because I haven't seen those Time Spiral cards in a really long time. But that was a really good second pack with the collector booster of Dominaria Remastered. Overall, I think this opening was pretty cool. Dark Depths was probably my favorite card that I got out of these. But if you like the series and you want to see more, let me know down below. Hit me with that like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.